former world #1, and she dropped into our ESPN studio a bit earlier on.
Caroline Wozniacki joins us, and no one in this tournament is playing with more house money than you are, young lady.
Thank you.
You were down match points 5-1 2 rounds ago, and you came back off the mat to win the match. How does a victory like that impact your tournament going forward?
Yeah, that was crazy. I think had 5-1, 40-15, and she was serving. I was just like, okay, thinking, okay, so when can I get out of here? How can I, where am I going to go next? Am I going to go home?
Wow, you were thinking about a lot.
I was already like, yeah, there's a lot of things going through my mind. And then I got it back to deuce, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm still in the tournament. Now she has to win 2 points in a row, so I'm still good. And then it kind of went from there. Once I got it to 5-2, I was like, okay, take a breather, and now we're back. So let's just try and get it back from here. And after that, you basically play with house money. You have nothing to lose at this point. So and I was supposed to be out, so I'm still here.
We've seen that in the past, very advantageous for players. Angie Kerber, when she went on to win this title here, she was down match points early in the tournament.
Yeah, I've heard that's been a thing here, but you never know. There's still a lot of tough opponents in front of me on my way, so I'm just happy to be in the quarterfinals and playing well and feeling good and relaxed.
You took on Rybarikova today, who has a lot of variety in her game, and we saw some variety in this match, including maybe not the most graceful tweener of all time. Talk us through it.
Oh yeah, so I've worked on this in practice a lot of times, but this is the first time I've made one in a match, and actually it went in, and I was so proud of myself. After that, I was like, mic drop, I can leave now.
Even though you lost the point, that was good enough.
I lost the point, was good enough, and we had some crazy rallies at the net, and it was a lot of fun. I actually enjoy winning those. Those are the worst to lose, but
you were 14 of 15 when you went to net. I think this is now match point, hitting your signature great two-handed backhand, forcing the unforced error. How important is it for you to use your net play, your serve, and your forehand with confidence?
I think it's really important. I think also my backhand is a big.
But that's always there.
That's
usually
there. Yeah, it's usually there, and I think serving well for me is the key, because once I can set the point up with my serve, then it all gets easier. I feel more confident at the return games. Then you're more relaxed, and it kind of all goes together. So my serve has been a big part of my wins the last 12 months for sure.
Well, in addition to your run back to the top of the rankings, seeded #2 over the past year, you've gotten engaged. Congratulations. And of course, we go back to the States, so people watching might be looking at you saying, oh, that's David Lee's fiance. Of course, a popular and former NBA player. He's played for some great franchises and for a great coach in Greg Popovich. How has he influenced you?
Oh, he's been such a great influence. Obviously, he knows what it is to be a professional athlete, and when he was playing, he was very focused and did everything by the books. And I think for him, being here also gives me just a calmness, and he's so positive all the time. So even when I feel like I haven't had a good practice or a good match, he's like, it's the way to go. You're working at it. It's a work in progress. It's just enjoy being here. And I think his relaxed attitude has really just been helping me playing better.
Talk about great athletes. We're in the middle of watching Rafa Nadal play. We have Djokovic making a comeback after 6 months. Think about Federer's year. How much are you inspired by the great champions you see on the men's side? Oh,
it's so inspiring to see. They've been written off so many times, and they've come back and played even better. And I think, people ask me all the time, well, why do you practice? And I'm like, because you can always keep improving. And you see Roger or Rafa, who had incredible years last year, they came back, and you're like, wow, they playing even better than what you thought was impossible to play better at. So, I think that's something that's really inspiring, and something when you go back on the practice court and you're like, oh, I'm having a good day. You're like, no, you can have an even better day. Let's move on, and let's work on the game and things you can really improve on. So
that is a great attitude, and you're giving yourself another shot.